Hello again, everyone. This is Kim with BeTheChangeNow.com. Welcome, welcome. So today we're going to be talking about how to attain oneness in 4 steps. Yep, you heard it, 4 steps. So most people on a spiritual path talk about enlightenment, talk about oneness. Words are often used interchangeably or even conflated. Just a quick overview, and we can go into the definition of oneness on another time. But for today, we'll talk about the steps. So what I'm here to say is the day of the guru is over, and all you need to learn is these 4 steps, their skills, and then you hone and practice them, and you can achieve oneness this lifetime. Yep, you heard it, this lifetime. If you need some inspiration, you might like to refer to the book, The Masters and Teachers of the Far East. I might be saying that wrong, by Baird T. Spalding. And that shows you what is already being done today, so that you know this is something you can attain as well. So the 4 steps are actually 4 one-day classes that I teach, and converting them to online. So you'll be able to take the classes with me wherever you are in the world. The first step, we talk about not only receiving, but discerning the guidance from your higher self soul. So most people who come to class probably have had some level of intuitive abilities, whether it's as simple as, I think mom is going to call and the phone rings and it's mom, to receiving lots of information. But the big piece for oneness is discernment. And we all will be working on discernment until we experience oneness 24/7. And what do I mean by that? Is how do we know where the information is coming from? How do we know it's really coming from our higher self soul? And some people will say to me, well, Kim, I asked to talk to my higher self soul, and then I heard speaking, so therefore it was my higher self soul. And I go, wrong answer. And why? Why is that the wrong answer? Yes, it is great that you ask to speak with your higher self soul. Your higher self soul knows the most joy-filled, love-filled, ease-filled, peace-filled, fill in the blank filled path forward for you. But just asking to talk to your soul doesn't mean that you are actually talking to your soul. And you might go, what? Why? What's going on is, if the subject is something that brings up a lot of fear, should I quit my job and move to another country? Should I buy this house versus that house? Should I go to this college versus that college? What should I do for my career? Big questions that can bring up a lot of fear with our lower self. What our lower self does in that fear and in wanting to protect us, it quietly grabs the microphone and starts talking and tries to sound and feel like what your lower self knows is how you're used to hearing your higher self soul communicate. Yeah. So that's class number 1. Class number 2, and just to be clear, these are all taken in order because the skills build on each other. Class number 2 is about manifestation. So a lot of people might have heard of the movie The Secret, and a lot of people might have tried some of the approaches from that movie and said, it doesn't always work, Kim. And I'm laughing because I do know it always doesn't work. And the reason is that movie was an introduction to manifesting. So it didn't give you all of the steps, because if it did, it would have been Too much, too fast, too soon, and the movie would have been probably like 6 or 8 hours long. And who wants to sit through a movie that long? So they just gave you the first step of having your vision, having your goal. And in manifesting class, which is part 2 of the spiritual classes here on how to attain oneness this lifetime, we talk about all of the other steps to manifesting so that you can manifest your soul's desire. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm like pausing. I'm like, does it sound too good to be true? It's not. You get the skills, you need to practice. Like the saying goes, God's truth is simple, but not necessarily easy. So the steps are simple. You might be working for a little bit to hone those skills for yourself. But I've had a lot of students and clients have much success, and sometimes very quick success, right? A client who was wanting to manifest her romantic life partner. We had a session on a Friday and she met him on a Monday, the next Monday. So it doesn't always happen that fast, but manifesting can happen pretty quickly. It can even happen in seconds. Right. Another client was trying to get pregnant with her husband for 8 years. And the doctors all said, you are both fine physically. We don't understand. You probably should just adopt, because the medical community had no more answers. We had a session and she was pregnant within a month and the baby is now a teenager. So it can happen, and it can happen quickly. I'm going to stop with examples now. So class number 3, again, we're taking these in order, is on healing and clearing. And this is a crucial one that ties in with class number 1, discernment, and class number 2, manifesting. Because we want to clear, heal the blocks, right? The filters, the blocks, preventing us from seeing our highest plan, our highest path forward, from discerning who has the microphone, from manifesting our soul's desire, and preventing us from moving forward in our growth, in our spiritual path. So this one is super important and super powerful. And you all might be thinking, well, I learned a technique at this school, or I read a book about this, or I know a lot of techniques. And yes, a lot of techniques, and I'll even include Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. I also teach Reiki classes, are super useful and powerful in helping to clear your blockages on all of your levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and etheric in all your lifetimes, right? But the skills we learn in this class are helping you be more like laser focused on getting clarity on what is the thing I need to learn, or what is the false belief I need to heal, and then how to heal it, and how to know it's really healed, that you got all the layers of it. Super, super important. This is one of the main reasons why manifestation fails, is people haven't healed their blocks to allowing that manifestation into their lives. I know I'm throwing a lot at you there. That's why these are full day classes. And class number 4 is bringing it all together. How does this look like in day in the life for you, for anyone? How do we put all these pieces together? And yeah, it's pretty exciting. It is like drinking from a fire hose, which is why we offer that you can retake classes for free, as long as there's space in the class, so that you can digest and receive more of the information that was channeled in class. And then, as a super duper bonus, there is another class, and you don't have to take it. It's not needed as a skill in attaining oneness this lifetime, but it does accelerate things. And we're focusing on different high energies, avataric frequencies that will help speed along the process and the processes we learned in classes 1 through 4. So there you go. Everything in a nutshell. So if you're interested in classes, interested in learning more about what I do, a lot of free resources on the website, bethechangenow.com. So please feel free to click on the link in the description below. And also, you're welcome to schedule a free 20-minute discovery session to dig in a little bit more, to have a better understanding of what these classes entail, whether you're having questions about your life's path, your path forward on your spiritual growth, or whatever. All right. Thank you, everyone. And namaste and blessings.